Hey everybody, big welcome back and a big welcome for the first time if you've never been on my channel before. My name's Mike. I've got a little hobby channel here highlighting some of my hobbies, and one of my hobbies is my reef tank, and I haven't done a reef tank video in some time, so I decided today to do one, let you guys know what exactly is going on. So I just moved and I reset up the tank, which rejuvenated my interest in reefing. So this is a 29-gallon Redsea Reefer. Or 34 gallons, sorry, using a single radian up in the lid, just like that, a XR15, which I'm pretty happy with. I still have the brand new lights that came with it. They're under there. Right now you'll notice the door is off and you will see all this waviness here. This is and my cat playing under the door. This is my only complaint about this tank, is that for whatever reason, humidity, whatever, this stuff is constantly been peeling off like all over. Right now I've got the door off, clamped and glued as I'm trying to repair it. And this is not like, you know, and I'm not saying like water hasn't dripped here and there, but this isn't like from a water drip. This is just from, I don't know, humidity or what has done it. So anyways, that's been the only disappointment with this whole tank setup was that, and the skimmer. The skimmer is not the greatest. The one it comes with, it does one of two things. One is floods out for no reason, or two, does nothing. Those are your options, flood out or nothing. So I should have probably cleaned the fans and everything while I was moving, but I'll get to it. But anyway, so I don't know what the deal is. I've never had any success with this skimmer since I got it. So anyways, let's get to what's going on with the tank. So last week I went and I saw my buddy March out at Frag Box, who's been a good supporter of the channel before, hooking me up with some frags and stuff. And I went out and bought $100 worth of frags for the tank, and I thought, okay, cool. I don't have that much coral left in here right now. I've got some pulsing xenia, I've got some green, geez, I can't think of the name. Anyway, some zoos and hammer, obviously a bunch of anemones, but I used to have all kinds of like utter chaos and Fruit Loop zoos and rastas, a lot of high-end zoos. I love zoos. That's my go-to coral. But everything kind of melted off. I thought everything was disappearing. I had acans. That Queen Angel right there, she's a cunt. Sorry if that's offensive to you, but I don't actually apologize, because that's exactly what she is. She had eaten like a bunch of coral before, but I never noticed her eating zoanthids. So when I went and I bought my $100 worth of zoanthids and I put them in, and I go to work and I come home the next day and she ate all my damn zoanthids, except for this little plug that I've got right up here, a little frag right there, but it's all upset. It was buried in the sand. I found it like the next day or whatever, buried in the sand. So obviously she pulled it off the plug. But anyway, yeah, fuck her. And you saw her go there. She's trying to look for more snacks. Anyway, she's gonna go, and I got my buddy Greg from Burlington Reef Aquariums. He does like aquarium maintenance and design and stuff like that out in the Burlington area. Anyway, he maintains a tank up at Swiss Chalet, so I believe he is gonna take her and put her in the Swiss Chalet tank, because it's fish only with live rock fowler. And then my fox face, simply because I feel that she's too big for the tank. She doesn't cause any problems in here, he or she, whatever I call it, she. I think she would be happier in a bigger tank. So one of the tanks that he maintains somewhere else, I don't remember what he was saying. Anyway, he's gonna take her and put her in there into like a 300 gallon or something like that. So, and then once those two are gone, that'll give me the space to add some other stuff. And then I'm going to come up with the idea of whether we're going to get rid of the maroon clownfish or not. The maroon clownfish is pretty much a dick. He's very mean to everybody, and I'm sorry for all the glares, guys. There's absolutely nothing I can do. This place is terrible. Nice new place to live, but absolutely terrible for glare. But you can see, like, all day long that maroon is just like, and I get it, just defending, you know, his territory or whatever, but sometimes it's not. Like, it'll go down here and start beating on a fish for just like swimming around the rocks, even nowhere near his enemies. But anyway, that's kind of where we're at. So after I did my moving my tank, which was, you know, pretty scary. I had to get a neighbor help me lift it and shit, and you know, you worry obviously about dropping it. It was pouring rain out, so slippery hands, everything. Managed to get it here safely. One of my blood shrimps fell on the ground. I didn't even notice, and it was like right down here, and I stepped down and my foot, like I could just feel something under my foot, and I look and there's the blood shrimp on the floor under my toe. So right away it wasn't moving or anything. I threw it back in the tank, but guess what? Doing awesome. They're best pals. That's really where we're at. I'm sorry, it's kind of a crappy update. I do plan on working on the tank, and once that Queen Angel's gone, that's when I can really get some corals going again. Because I really want to have like this rock here all encrusted with zoanthids, and like down here. And I've actually in my bedroom got my whatever 14 gallon or whatever it is, 11 gallon or something like that, set up just cycling. There's no livestock in there or anything like that, just water and some rock. So if you guys want, I'll do some videos and a little follow along with that one as it progresses, but right now there is no point in making a video. So I was saying though, after doing the move, so the sand, I didn't want to disturb the sand. That was my goal, was to not disturb the sand, but I did, and it was all murky and whatever, so I dumped out as much of the murky water as I could. But so when I moved, it's a 34 gallon, I put in 10 gallons of new water, and then the rest was all like the original water. And then so the other night I go and I test it, and the pH was okay. It was a little tiny bit low, so I got some pH balance. Throw that in there. Ammonia was just slightly detectable, very, very little though. Nitrite was fine, but the nitrates were on the API test, you know, just everyone's favorite quick, cheap test, was blood red. And so I was like, oh shit. So quickly now I've done 20 gallons in water changes. Tonight I'm going to do another. I'm doing 5 gallons in the morning before work, 5 gallons when I come home in the evening. And so I don't want to go too fast, like, you know what I mean? As nice as it would be to change 15 gallons at once, I think this is the best method. I can see that my pulsing xenia is like extremely well extended. My hammer coral, which wasn't too happy, seems to be as puffy as possible. My zoanthids are wide open. So to me, I think as of right now, this is the best idea, is just to keep going with that as my plan. 5 gallons in the morning, 5 gallons in the evening, until it gets down to a manageable number. And then in addition to that, I'm also adding some of that. I don't really get algae, but last couple of days I'm getting this hazy on the glass, which is clearly because of all the crap that got stirred up. So anyway, not a very exciting video, I'm sure, but hopefully any of the people that have subscribed for my reef channel are happy just to at least to see that I do still have a reef tank, because it's been a while. It's been a minute, as they say. But that is the update, and hopefully I can bring you guys some better updates. And I'll try to record in the evening. And the reason, actually, I was trying to do this video last night, but the cord that connects the USB to my Radian doesn't seem to be communicating. I needed to, because the lights turned blue at like 6 o'clock. So even right now, it's actually pretty blue already. I don't know how it'll turn out in the video, but Anyway, so I had no way to adjust the colors because the controls are up in the roof of the tank. You can't actually reach them. So I would have preferred to have done this in the evening, but I'll get a new cable so I can do this in the evening when we don't have the glare. But I can turn the lights on the tank to make it look better. Anyway, anyone that knows LED lights over reef tanks knows exactly what the hell I'm talking about. So say goodbye to the Mrs. Cunt. She's out of here. And yeah, that's the update, guys. We will talk soon.